Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on my 85 Monte Carlo with the LS swap. We're going to just kind of rejuvenate these calipers and a couple brackets and stuff that I went and sandblasted. We're just going to give them a little and get them installed. And then we are going to put this fuel rail system on. So in a previous video I had changed out the injectors from the stock 27 pounds to the 65 pounds, and then I decided to go ahead and get the Holley Fuel Rail system, since we're gonna eventually be getting the Terminator system. And so we'll start working on that, and then maybe if we have time, put the radiator into. So stick along, we'll see what happens. All right, well, while those are drying, got 2 solid coats on. Let's start working on these guys. All right, so first I guess we'll start with taking this crossover rail off. Take off this vacuum line, which is a fuel regulator. And the new fuel line doesn't have a regulator on it, so we have an external one, so we'll have to plug this vacuum port off. Or actually I think you might need to use it for the Terminator system that runs off some vacuum. So yeet that out of the way. Let's see if we can get this little guy out. There we go. And these just pull out. They just pull out. They just pull out. Well, maybe not. Do the same on the other side here. And then we'll just pry these up ever so gently. Same on this side. Very gently pry them up. There we go. Old fuel rail system. Now we just need to change the fuel injectors from this one to the new one. Alright, welcome to the workbench where things usually go to die, but not today. We're gonna get this nice new Holley system set up. Out with the old, in with the new. Alright, let's open this thing up and see what's inside. Got some instructions here. Ooh. Some nice bullet fuel rails. Yeah, there's a nice big bore. And it comes with different brackets depending on which engine or application you're using. No new mount. 6AN and 8AN fittings, I believe. Nope, there's 6s. Alright. Let's get these switched over to these. See how it fits. Alright, so I got the injectors out of the old fuel rails. and we're gonna stick them in the new one. First, we're gonna start with the end caps here. You got a nice O-ring on there. Real good quality. I'm using a 6-pointed socket because I don't have a fuel line wrench. So just use a 6-point, not a 12-point, so you don't mar it up. Alright, so let's get these installed. You should lube up the O-rings with some clean oil, just so that the O-rings don't roll or get bound up in there. So, chill oil, just dab a finger all the way around. Alright, just slide them in. Twist them so that the electrical port is on the outside. Alright, then we'll install our clips. And give it a little tug downwards to make sure it's seated. And I'm just reusing the old clips. I didn't see a reason to buy new ones. See how that one wasn't all the way seated? All installed. We'll get the other one set up and then we'll go throw them on the car. Alright, so we're working on getting these installed, and since I'm using aftermarket injectors, I kind of had to modify the brackets a little bit. So I took one of the extra brackets that they send in the kit and I cut off this little tab, and I'm using that as a spacer to put it underneath the bracket like I did on that one, and that gives me the clearance I need. There we go, Holley Fuel Rail system. Next step is to plumb it up. So now that those are installed, it's time to start doing the lines. I installed the alternator just because I figured it'd be in the way, and wouldn't you know it, it is. So I had to get a 90-degree AN fitting, and we will go from just up and over. That way, just, you know, just. And then the back here, we will do another 90 coming down. We'll go down through the frame rail. The return side will come down the same way, and we'll go back down through to the regulator. So let's cut this line next and install that. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this part on first. I don't know if you can see it in there. Focus. You gotta shove that hose all the way up till it stops on there. Then lube up the end, shove it on. That's it, pretty easy. So we'll get this one made and install it. Alright, got it on. Well, that's it for tonight. Didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but there's always tomorrow. So thanks for coming and hanging out. See you next time.